Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast.
Hi, Hannah.
It's Hannah.
What's up?
Nothing. It feels weird being not together for this one.
I know.
I got kind of used to that.
Stuck in our boxes.
We're back to the weird setup with like my camera's on a box, my computer's under here.
I know. I'm on a glass cup and a foam roller with the camera, but we make do, right?
We do.
Nice. What's new?
What's new is have some lax tryouts this week. So day 3 was today. Things are looking good. It was a good day. We let them out early.
Nice, because it was a half day, right?
It's a half day, so they get out at 11:05, I guess.
Is there anything better than a half day in high school? I don't think anything tops it.
There's nothing better, especially because your classes are literally 20 minutes.
20 minutes max, because we in high school had a 4-class schedule.
Yeah.
And that was it for the day. You had 4 classes and you went to the other 4 the next day and it flip-flopped. Did you know they changed half days to Wednesdays after pandemic?
I did, because today's Wednesday and it was a half day.
I did
hear that. It wasn't like that for you?
No.
Oh.
No, it didn't start till I think 2021, because for those who don't know, I'm a sub on the side. And
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
One day we had a half day. I was like, oh, it's a Wednesday. This is weird. But I was thinking about this morning, like, about half days and how fun they were, and you used to go to advisory, and I used to get bagels from Mr. Merritt, and it was good. That's how the first time I had cream cheese was he brought in bagels one day and they're like, you have to try cream cheese, and so I had cream cheese from that, and now I eat cream cheese.
You didn't try cream cheese until high school?
No.
I don't remember when I did.
I think cream cheese is arguably, with a bagel, one of the things you just can't get tired of. Like, if someone's like, you want a bagel with cream cheese,
Yep.
You really can't say no, I would say.
It's like, sometimes I need to reel it in a little bit because I'm getting too many.
Now, do you like chive cream cheese? What are you drinking today?
Water. I'll do a different cup each week, maybe.
And Hannah's repping the NCAA March Madness Fairfield University Stags, and I'm repping the NIT tournament Villanova Wildcats, because we stink. Did you ever think your school would get in the tournament and I wouldn't? Oh, you did?
Because I have high hopes, and I just love that it's the women's team that did it. So
yeah, I
gotta say, I love it.
Caitlin Clark is really going to be hard to beat, but if she doesn't win, I'll root for Fairfield.
Yeah, if Fairfield doesn't win, which, I have high hopes, I want Caitlin Clark going all the way. I think she's a phenomenal player, and I love how she has, like, this really big following now. I think it's great.
Yeah. What do you think of, I don't know if you follow, like, a lot of basketball Instagram pages, or at least the March Madness one, but they're starting to post all the celebrity brackets. What do you think? Is there any celebrities that surprise you? For example, I like Obama's on there, Biden, haven't seen Trump yet. There's also random ones, like I feel like Martha Stewart was on there. Like,
I honestly...
I don't know. Do you think you'll ever make it to that point where you'll be posted because you'll be a celebrity?
One can hope and dream. I think if it's between the two of us, you would be there over me, because I think you're more in the spotlight than I am. But okay. I haven't seen a ton of those, no, but the only celebrity, I guess, per se, I saw was The Bachelor, Joey. His.
Oh, I saw that too.
He has UConn winning, which I agree.
Everybody has UConn winning.
You don't think?
I think I have UConn winning, but I think now that everyone's hyping them up, while it's hard for me to see them losing, I think that there's definitely, it's March. Anything can happen. Purdue lost last year, number 1 seed to number 16.
Exactly.
You never know.
Yeah, and I guess I like seeing underdogs win. They don't have to be the worst in the whole bracket, but I like people who are not, like, no one else is choosing almost. So I guess maybe I don't want UConn, but Fairfield, for the women's, yes, I want Fairfield to win.
Who did you have in your bracket for men's?
I didn't make a men's one. I just filled out this women's one about 5 minutes before we started. Because I figured it'd be a good topic of conversation since it's March.
What seed number is Fairfield? 12 or something?
Lucky number 13.
13. Interesting.
Yep, they're number 13. And their record this year was 31-1.
Holy moly, I didn't know they were that.
Yes. Isn't it amazing?
Good.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's awesome. I'm excited. I wish I should have went to a game.
Yeah.
I regret. Maybe next year or something I'll go. in the new like arena and stuff.
I know. I remember that was built. That was really nice.
Yeah, but one can only hope. Wait, did the game start tonight?
Well, the men's one last night was like the play-in. You know, there's like 4 teams who were like have to play in to get into it type thing.
Yeah, like kind of like how you and Ashton did that for that Pong tournament that time.
Exactly. Me and Ashton were put in the play-in tournament for the Pong tournament. And those are usually reserved for, I mean, not in this case, but a play-in is usually reserved for the worst teams. However, me and Ashton played in and won the whole thing. So
yeah. So you never know. Those teams, just like that, those teams could take it off.
Yeah. And we were underdogs because I'm not good, but I think Ashton carried a lot and I hit some clutch shots. So.
Yeah. That was a fun night.
That was when? 2022 family weekend? That 22. That would have been my junior year.
No, that's your sophomore year is 22. Oh, you mean the fall.
Fall, yeah.
Yeah, that was. But yeah, I forgot what we were saying before all of this, though.
The cream cheese.
Oh, yeah, the cream cheese. So...
I was going to say, is there a specific bagel or cream cheese spread that you prefer?
I go back and forth. I struggle with choosing between savory and sweet, like bagels.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not going to get into breakfast sandwiches because that's a whole other ball game. But...
Which I've never had one of those either.
Yeah, because Joseph tried an egg for the first time in Tokyo, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Have you ever had a scrambled egg?
I think I've put one in my mouth and I had to spit it out.
Have you ever had a fried?
I can see if it had.
Have you ever had a fried egg?
I've heard of it, but I can't. You put an egg in the fryer? Can't be true.
What type of fryer?
Like an air fryer, like it looks like a French fry when it comes out. Is that what a fried egg is?
Oh, Joseph, if you were to make a fried egg, walk me through the steps of how you would do it.
I would take the egg out of the carton and crack it into the frying pan, the pan, and then like wait, maybe like two to 3 minutes, and then flip the whole thing over. So like wait until it was hard so I could flip it over, then let that go, and then put it on the plate so it looks like the egg white is very bright white, and the middle of the thing is cooked, but it depends on if you want it runny or not. Was that accurate?
That's pretty accurate. I'm actually shocked because
wow.
I don't think you've ever cooked an egg in your entire life.
No, and I can't even crack eggs. Like when Mom used to make me do brownies, which I have a story about cooking, and I'll tell you in a second. Oh. I would just crack the eggs and the shell would go in, and Mom would look at me with a face of disappointment.
Yeah. Wait, let me just answer you about the cream.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, you asked about the cream cheese, then I'll say something about disappointment, and then I'll say something about cooking. Go ahead.
We get really off topic, unfortunately, just because we...
Yeah. Today's an off-topic day.
For cream cheese, I think I like... My go-to would be an everything bagel with, like, chive cream cheese.
That's what I usually do, too.
But if I want something sweet, it's usually a French toast or like cinnamon sugar bagel or blueberry bagel nowadays with plain cream cheese.
Oh, blueberry. Nice. I like cinnamon rays sometimes too.
You're a big cinnamon rays with peanut butter guy.
Yeah, it's like a good breakfast, my nutritionist told me.
That is though.
What was I going to say about... Oh, the only thing I usually...
Disappointment you were going to say, and then you were going to say something.
Well, I was even going to respond to your bagel comment though and say...
Go.
Not to blow right over. I had every time I want to get a everything bagel with chive, though it will taste good, in 98% of situations, I have somewhere to be after where I don't have time to floss, because that is going to make your teeth full of chives, poppy seeds, which have cocaine in them apparently, or some drug, right? So, who knows?
I agree on that comment.
But I was going to say about disappointment is, I don't even remember how that came up, but what was I doing? I was doing something recently. I don't know if I was at a basketball game, maybe intramural, and someone was trying to throw me off, or in class or something. But you know what someone said to me?
What?
And I think it was a joke, but they said it to me. Well, I can't remember the instance specifically, but pretty much someone said, "You're a disappointment to your family," and walked away. So, that made me feel great.
Wait, why'd they say that, though? You don't know the context?
I can't remember. I don't know if it was a drunk thing or, basketball thing or a joke thing, wherever it was in class. I don't know. But I just thought I was taken aback a little bit, and I wanted to explore that deeper, but they walked away. So,
I don't think you're a disappointment to the family.
Thanks. I try my best. I will also say about baking, a story I had was one time I was cooking with Mom, and she had got a phone call on the house phone. You remember when we used to have house phones?
We still do at this house, but continue.
It just rings and no one even answers. Like, imagine if you forgot their cell numbers. It would ring and ring and ring, and they wouldn't ever answer it.
I blatantly don't answer on purpose.
I know. At this point, I won't get up unless I'm feeling adventurous.
Yeah.
But one time she got a call. Wait, go ahead.
I was gonna say, or it's like Mom on the voicemail, and she's like, "Hello."
Someone pick up the phone.
All right,
she likes to do that a lot.
Continue. Sorry.
So then she goes to the phone, and she's sitting down at the desk with the Mac, and she's turned around, and we had laid out a bunch of cookie doughs. Have I ever told you the story?
No.
We laid out maybe, 16 cookie doughs, and I got hungry, so I took a bite of one, half of one, put it down, and I was like, that wasn't enough for me. So I took a bite of another one because I didn't want to take a bite of a whole one, and another, and I took a bite of all 16 cookie doughs, and she came back and she's like, what the hell happened? And
I don't believe you.
The cookies. I mean, we could call Mom at some point. Call her up. You want me to call her up right now?
If you want. She's going to be at work until late tonight.
I heard she's picking up Nana from the airport, right? Oops, I'm calling you.
Yeah, Nana's car is in the driveway. She's picking up
Nana from the airport. Oh, gosh. All right, let's see if she answers. Here we go. Our first live call.
Do you have news?
No. Oh, by the way, Mom, we're
I have someone in my office, so can I call you right back?
It's time sensitive. Can you quickly?
Yeah, okay,
right.
Tim, yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
Is she meeting? Oh.
So, all right.
She's going to be mad at this.
I'm live on the podcast, but we just had a question for you. Do you remember when I ever had cookie dough? We laid out all the cookie doughs, then a phone call came. We put it on the pan, all the cookie doughs. You went to the call, you turned around to the Mac. I got hungry, I ate a bite of every single cookie dough. You came back, all the cookie doughs had a bite out of them. Do you remember that?
No.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Why, Hannah said that happened?
No, we were just talking about it.
Did it happen?
Yes, it did.
How old were you?
Probably around 6.
Okay.
All right, love you. Talk to you later.
Love you. Bye.
She said, did you hear her or no?
Yeah, I heard the whole thing.
Well, it was real to me, and I think it was real, if I'm remembering correctly. That's like another time I ate a whole thing of, what were those white powder donuts? Entenmann's? We was watching Curious George once, and they had a cooking segment after. They went from the cartoon to the real thing at the end in like 5 minutes. And they were cooking, and I was like, I'm hungry. And I got an Entenmann's donut, and then Curious George played back-to-back, so another episode played. And by the time the second episode was over, I'd eaten an entire bag of Entenmann's donuts, and Mom and Dad just laughed it off. And that's where my bad relationship with eating started.
Do you remember that when we used to have like dinner and stuff when we were like kids and like ice cream, like we would sit on the floor in the kitchen to watch the TV?
Yeah, I remember what we used to do too.
With the cookie dough ice cream?
Cookie dough, we would eat around the cookie dough or spit it out.
We would literally have cookie dough ice cream probably every single night for dessert and sit on our kitchen floor and watch TV. And both of us would eat the cookie dough ice cream, but not eat the cookie dough. Would put all the cookie doughs to the side, so then at the end you have a whole thing of cookie dough. Obviously, we're obsessed with cookie dough because all these stories are. Wait, I remember one time.
Oh my God.
One time I swallowed my tooth when we were doing that.
What?
My tooth fell out when we were doing that cookie dough thing.
Did you cry?
No, and
I
ate my tooth by accident.
Oh God.
All right, we're really getting off topic. I don't even know what the topic is, but
it's okay. I like this. I mean, we haven't seen each other for a few weeks. The only major life updates I have is I went to Nashville, which was fun.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, blast and a half. 3 big updates, I'll say. I went to Nashville. Something happened in Nashville, which I can talk about, which you know. And number 3 is that I'm now really influenced by Coach Deion Sanders, Coach Prime of the Colorado football team, because every morning now I try to set my internal temperature like he said to do, and that cannot be moved for the day. So,
what's your temperature today?
I went out and, well, today I didn't really set it. I'm going to be honest. It was really on St. Patty's Day, and I kind of forgot. I was hoping you wouldn't ask that, but I it was probably at 65 on St. Patty's Day, and there were a few moments where I could have went, above 65, which is pretty low, but I decided to keep it calm, cool, collected, and it worked out for the better.
That sounds like a good tactic. Mom was telling me about that the other day, and we're of course in an argument, and she told me my temperature was at 90.
Oh yeah, she's called me and said that too.
Yeah, kind of rude. Whatever. All right, continue. What was your thing on St. Patrick's?
Good. Well, we just did a bar crawl for St. Patty's Day. Mm-hmm. But I think it's good, that technique in theory, but not in practice. It's almost not practical, I would say, because...
Yeah.
I don't know. You're going to wake up every morning and think of that, and then think about it all day. I thought about it for a day or two, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's practical either.
But the one story I did want to say really quick on the pod is that, I think I told you, but I was in Nashville, and it was the last day. We had a very fun night the night before, and I wake up, and I'm like, I'm parched. I need something to drink. And so I went... Did I tell you this?
I don't know. Now that you're telling me, I feel like I thought I dreamed this, but all right, keep going.
Okay. So then pretty much I was on the phone with Haley. I was like, we were catching up about our lives. I was like, last night I had a blast. And I go, and it's a coffee shop. And it's like a coffee shop / smoothie shop with like this cool LED. And I was like, perfect. Because I was looking for a while for water. I just needed water. Go in, get a water. It's probably 32 ounces, so like about this big. And probably a little bigger, and I saw a seltzer, a flavored seltzer, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
I could really use that. And actually I have the seltzer.
Oh, you do?
Right here.
Show it to your computer camera too, so I can see it.
Okay. This seltzer. And so
what does it say
I get the seltzer. Well, I'll tell you. So I drink this. Purchased the water and seltzer. $13, I say. In my head, I say, because I'm talking to Haley. I was like, that's a little expensive for this soda-sized can. But I was like, whatever. Guess that's Nashville prices. I click on the iPad, get receipt texted to me. Get it texted to me. I check while I'm talking to Haley. But even before I checked, actually, I was so thirsty. I'm like, I'm going to crack in this blood. It was blood orange recess sparkling drink. I chug it down in 2 minutes. And I was like, oh, Haley, that was pretty good. She's like, you already done? I was like, yeah, that was pretty quick. I'm looking at the back of the can because it's facing this way towards me with the nutrition facts. And I'm like, hold on, what is this? Oh, and I will say, even before I checked the back of the can, that this was the thing that was $7.99. The water was, I guess, $4 or $5 or whatever it was, which is still kind of a lot, but I was like, why is this seltzer so much? Look on the back of the can. It says 10 mg CBD from U.S. grown hemp, and I read further down and it says contains THC. And in that moment, I was like, well, because I'm not a drug user at all, and that to me was just not what I needed to see after a night out. And so I started freaking out. I add Mom to the call. She says, you need to eat a piece of raw fish right now so you throw up. And I was like, okay.
No, she did not say that.
She did say that, 100%. She wanted me to eat raw fish. Then I went and walked down the street to where all the bars are and where the Olivia Rodrigo concert was the night before, and found a bench and sat there and just thought about my decisions, and then I was fine for the day. Nothing really happened, but yeah. I just can't believe. I guess you really got to watch the can because it's not very clear because it was in the same section. It was in a fridge you grab. Mm-hmm. But it does say hemp and adaptogen infused sparkling water, but it doesn't say it that big. It just seems like a nice, easy can. But then you look on the...
Yeah.
You see all these leaves.
You probably should have looked more at the can. I mean, that's pretty obvious on the side.
I know.
When you got this, did they ask for your ID?
No. It did take a while for her to put it in the register, though, because... I don't know why. I had the CBD thing or whatever, and I was fine. But I just can't believe that happened, That's just like a classic me moment.
That is. That's funny. Well, it's not funny, I guess, but...
Anything crazy happened over the past 3 weeks, or kind of like... It's a lot of, like, recovery from Japan, yeah. I would say, sleep-wise.
Back to work was okay. I had a couple rough shifts last week, but I've been off now for, like, a week. Today's Wednesday, so I've been coaching all week for tryouts, and then
nice.
I work tomorrow night, Friday night, Saturday night. Yeah, and then I have a tournament for lacrosse, or like a play day thing on Sunday, and then I'm back to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wait, and then do you come home, or?
I'm coming home Wednesday morning.
Oh, okay.
So a week from today. Yeah.
Are you flying or driving? I can't remember.
Yeah, flying.
I'll be at work, so I can't drive you.
We'll have to record in person again.
Yeah. So we could probably do it on Friday or something.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
But yeah, that's nothing else really new with me. I've just been hanging out with Quincy, who's right there.
I have something to ask you, actually.
Okay.
Are you ever in the bathroom and somebody knocks? Of course, right? This happened. Mm-hmm. What are you supposed to say?
This can actually be one of my pet peeves if people don't say something.
Oh, if they say nothing?
I don't like, whatever, it might be a hot take, I don't like when people don't answer. For example, like in a public restroom, whatever, if it's a single stall, and I knock, I don't like if I knock and no one answers, okay, I'm gonna go to open the door. I never check first, is it locked or unlocked? I always knock, 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 and then if I don't hear anything, I go to open it, it's locked, I'm like, okay.
Thanks for nothing.
Yes, and then sometimes it happens at work, we have just like a couple bathrooms for us to share, and like, same thing, sometimes I knock, I like when people say like, I usually say, just a minute. Some people say, oh, someone's in here, just a minute. But I don't.
You know what I like to do?
You probably say silent.
No, I go, yup. Or I'll say, come on in.
No, you don't.
No, just kidding.
I just don't like when if you're in there, just say something.
Yeah, I know.
I get like whatever, sometimes people don't want to say anything because they're like, oh, what do I say? Because there's no like single phrase or term that's like a universal thing to be said.
It's almost a panic moment, yeah.
You're like,
have you ever gotten walked in on in the bathroom? Like that's happened to me 2 or 3 times, or walked in on somebody who didn't lock by accident.
Yeah, and it's the worst part is if someone didn't lock and I knock, 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 don't hear anything, and then I go to open the door.
That's happened to you?
Yes, they don't lock it. I knock, 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 don't hear anything, and then I'm walking in on someone. And then they're like, they freak out. I'm like, well, you could have said something.
Have you ever like walked in and they're like, you knew, like you could see?
No, what do you mean?
Because it's different for guys, because for the most part, you're probably like turned away from the toilet, but like you might find someone sitting down more often than not.
Yeah,
right?
Yes, I've usually...
Like, have you ever walked in and they were still going to the bathroom? Like, I got walked in and went to our doctor's office because I was so nervous about the appointment, because I used to just get anxiety about that. And somebody didn't even knock, just...
Yeah, well, yeah. I've probably had that happen to me, but if I'm in a stall and there's like a long line and I know the door doesn't lock, I will sit on the toilet and like hold my hand like this. So I'm like holding the lock.
If it's like doesn't like lock that well, you're saying?
Yeah, sometimes I think I've gotten and walked in on probably once or twice, and I probably have walked in on somebody before. But I just don't like that some people don't knock.
So wait, you asked if I knock.
Do you knock?
Regardless. If it's single stall or everything? Just single stall, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock on the whole bathroom door. It's like a communal bathroom at the movies and you're just knocking on the outside of like 50 stalls.
Yeah. If you can see, well, I guess you have to see if it's locked or unlocked, right? The red or the green, if it's a single stall. Well, no, you don't always see it.
I don't always see a red or a green.
If I can see the red and green indicator, then and it's red, obviously I won't knock. If it's green,
I'm knocking.
I think it's a game time decision, but I don't usually knock.
Always...
Every once in a while, but I'll do a light one. I'll go like that little dead fish. And if it's no indicator, I won't. There's probably some crazy people out there who will just go hard for the door. If there's no indicator, of course I'll knock.
Yeah, I get to. I don't want to. Like, it just makes it awkward if you walk in on someone. So I'm always knocking.
Well, I will say, when I was at the doctor's that time, the lady did walk in, but I was washing my hands. And another time when I walked in on someone, it was actually a porta potty, and they hadn't locked it. Now, porta potty, I feel like I was like, I'm not going to knock on a plastic porta potty. And it was wide open. It was right before I had my race and track, actually. And so I'm like running to the thing. I open it. There's a kid taking a poop like on his phone. I almost swear he was reading a magazine, which I thought was a little outdated since this was like 2019. He was like, oops. He goes, sorry. And I was like, and I just let it go and peed and then ran my slowest mile of all time. So it's the way it goes.
It's the way it goes. So you did a bar crawl for your St. Patrick's Day, or?
We did a bar crawl, yeah. It was fun. My friend Liam was dressed as a leprechaun. You know the redhead?
Probably.
From the doc class, maybe.
I think so.
He was dressed up. I saw a lot of doc people.
Was this just in Philly, or is this just...
This is like a Philly thing. Yeah, like Center City.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was, I will say, you know me, but I was like, at one point, I'd had enough. I just had enough. I was there for from 11 or 12 to 4 or 5. And I was like, I had this moment in my head where I'm like, I've had enough. And I was like, I'm going to get myself a burrito. I'm going to get on the train. I'm going to go home. And I'm going to eat that burrito. And I'm going to go in my bed, put the covers on myself, and I'll wake up till tomorrow. That was the plan. And I ended up staying for an extra hour because I saw people I knew. But I was just so ready. I'm the type of person that will leave a party, a function, whatever. I will leave on my own terms.
So it sounds perfect for this weekend.
Sometimes do without warning.
That's a perfect theme for this weekend. Do you know why?
Why?
What's that called?
Oh, an Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
I really do Irish goodbye sometimes, yeah.
You seem the type. I'm not.
It's just especially saying bye can be a big thing. People want to just almost keep talking, which I'm guilty of sometimes too. I'll keep the conversation going when I shouldn't. But at times I'm like, I just want to go home, bro.
Yeah, on Saturday I was in Boston pretty much all weekend.
Yes, I saw that. That was fun.
Wait, where did we go first? Oh, we went out to brunch on Saturday at this place in Seaport, and then we went to Trillium, which is a brewery in Seaport, for a couple beers, which was good. They actually have good stuff there. Nice. And then we went to just a Southie Irish bar. Nice. And that was pretty much it. And then Sunday we went to the big Southie parade, which was really fun.
Oh, and one more thing. I don't think we ever brought this up. Speaking of Boston, I know last time before Tokyo we were talking about you trying to find a house. Do you have any news for the Stunners?
The Stunners? Yes, I got an apartment. I think the one that I was talking about is officially my new apartment for September.
Nice. That's kind of sad, to be honest, and hopefully
it honestly is kind of sad. To think about it, this summer, could be our last summer of us probably ever living together.
Oh, don't say that. My stomach just did a roller coaster flip, but not the roller coasters in Tokyo Disney because I had no flips there.
Yeah.
I know. It's sad, and it'll be weird without you, and I might not be home. I might.
Yeah.
And I find out today, maybe. I don't know. That's
another thing. I hope it's today, but...
That's why Mom, when she answered the phone, that's why my mother said, is there any news? Because today, probably I'm supposed to find out about Fulbright or this week, so hopefully
I hope it's just today. We'll just, get it over with.
I know. I've been, so anxious. I just need to know. I need to know. Mm-hmm. Let me check right now before we... Nothing. Nothing yet. Should be around this time. We're going to keep our fingers and toes crossed and hope for the best, and everything happens for a reason, so we will see.
That it does.
Well, listen, buddy. Thanks for making time. I know you're a very busy person.
Well, you are too.
You have any... I know this art class is killing me. I that's a whole nother story we can get into another time, but I hate it. Is this one still up on the bed?
Oh yeah, she is. I can move my camera there for a second. I don't know why she's sleeping sideways like that. She looks dead. Well, I've been taking her for longer walks.
Oh, really?
Because I figured, why not? There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, Quince. Hey, Quincy. You want to put your head up?
Oh, no, you have your AirPods and she won't hear me.
Joseph. Quincy.
Oh,
hey, Quincy.
I can't wait. I haven't seen her in a while.
I know. Hey, Quincy. Where's Joseph? Where's Joseph? Where's Joseph?
Well, I have one more thing to say, and we can end it with this. On the count of 3, we're going to say which is going to be more sad, when you move out or when Quincy dies. So... the sibling bond broken, 1 year, 22 years, or our pet of, at this moment, 10 years passing away. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
It's either hashtag stunned pet or hashtag stunned sibs. All right? Okay. And people can comment down below what they think.
I can already tell we're going to have 2 different answers.
So stunned sibs or stunned pets. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Stunned pet. Okay. I thought you thought I was going to say Sib. It's nothing against you, but, the loss of a dog is another level.
And she's pretty iconic, so.
She really is.
Like, people know her. We should get her more active on Instagram again. She hasn't posted in a while. I don't have that login, so.
I don't either. It's her.
Crazy. All right.
All right, buddy. Have a stellar week.
Thanks,
good luck
you
with your
too.
work.
And always remember, if you're stunned,
we're stunned too.
Bye.